Hello, hello. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. I am still trying to figure out why we get bring noises every time somebody says a chat message. I honestly have no idea. Apparently it's not Nightbot, which I thought it was. Apparently, I think it's something to do with Streamlabs, but I don't have Streamlabs installed. So I'm very confused. And I'm just going to have to figure it out, I think. But welcome into our sort of... there it goes again. Why is it dinging? I don't... I'm gonna have to poke everything on my PC and try and figure out why it's doing that. But yes, welcome to our first lunchtime live stream. Again, I apologise for why it goes bring. I don't know. Does anyone here use Streamlabs OBS or any of the Streamlabs widgets? Because I think that might be what's doing it, and I don't know. I'm gonna have to poke things, I think, and see what's going on. But yes, first lunchtime live stream. We're gonna be doing some housekeeping, as it were. I've got lots and 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 lots of things to share with you all, which I'm very excited about. We've got some videos to look at. We've got some pictures to look at. We've got some stories to read. But yes, how is everyone doing today? It's me. Hello, hi trackers. How are you doing? For the mug, of course. Again, we don't have a chat widget, which is why I'm really confused why it keeps doing sounds. So I've disabled the audio. There shouldn't be any audio. Use OBS, mix it up and stream elements. Okay. I'm gonna have to figure this out. But for now, let's just double check. Advanced audio properties. Going on to here. Show me the inactive sources. What else could it be? Because yeah, the alert box is active but set to 0%, so you shouldn't get any bringing sound from that. That message didn't ping. It pinged for me. Interesting. I think it's the alert box. Okay, I think it's the alert box, which means I can fix it. I'll just deal with the dinging myself. Why it's dinging, again, still couldn't tell you. If I look slightly confused, it'll be what that is. But there we go. Right, that's fine. Means I can punch the alert box later and it should all be good. So that's fine. Cool. Me just being absolutely baffled. Cool. Right, anyway, let's get into it. We'll start with the video as well so we can check desktop audio is working. I've got all my notes. I have a lot of notes for today. So many notes. Hi, Guildfly. So, first things first, let's talk about the Game Blast top 5 clips from our 60-second challenge that we ran during Game Blast. Essentially, I asked folks during their Game Blast live streams, would they tell us a little bit about why they love access and inclusivity? Basically, I really wanted to hear from people that take part why they do, why it means so much to them. And the top 5 clips, we had nearly 30, I think, submitted, which was amazing. The top 5 clips were going to win themselves some lovely prizes from our friends at Insert Coin. So those have all been sent out now. And our winners were Dark Lamber, Sassy Sapphire, Kenna Elise, Shawnee, and Big Taffman. So I'm going to play you the video, and you're also going to hear in the background a very cool song. In fact, let me play a snippet of the song first. So there is a lovely Elite Dangerous commander called Commander Tokoso, also known as Tom Cook. And Tokoso was approached by Psychit, one of our ambassadors and friends, and was asked, could you make a Game Blast theme song, as it were? And they came through in a big way. Let's see, is it gonna play properly for me, and is everyone gonna be able to hear it? Okay. He put this together in a few days, literally.
So we all play the game. Coming home, we know we can't escape from the stress of each day. Yeah, take it away.
Harmonies and everything.
Reach out together and I'll fly away. I'll fly away.
It's so good.
Yeah, we share in this town. Yeah, walking the line between freedom and fantasy. Everything we can be, let us plug in and the fun will begin. Traveling anywhere, free to be part of this dream. Oh, have a blast in this dream. Oh.
It's so good. Honestly, I was expecting some kind of little strummy guitar, little acoustic, do happiness. No, he just comes up with this like slightly rockish, altish anthem. Like writes all the lyrics in seconds and comes up with harmonies, and it's so good. I'm hoping to go to the Elite Community Meet this year, which is in September. So I've got time to learn the lyrics because I know that Tokuso does do some live performances there. Yeah, oh, he is going to be there live. Yes. Okay, well, we're going to have to see if he'll perform that one live, and I'll learn the lyrics so I can play it. I know. What secrets? Anyway, I'm hoping to attend, so it'll be very, very fun if I get to. And I'm looking forward to hearing Tokuso live if I do get to. It'll be a good time. But yes, so that's part of the song that you're going to hear in this video. So we're going to see if all my buttons do what they're meant to do. And then transition. Oh, my buttons, they work. I love it. I love to see it. All right. So this is the top 5 clips. I have had to cut them down a little bit, otherwise it would have been over 5 minutes. But you see, you got about 3 minutes of the top 5 clips from the 60-second challenge video.
Gaming brings people together. I've met some of the best people in the world through gaming. And it's something that can unite, it can tell stories, it can bring you in, it can help you on a bad day, it can raise you up, it can inspire you. That is why I love gaming, that is why I love accessibility for gaming, and why people should follow SpecialEffect.
Gaming is like a comfort blanket to me. It is the thing I go straight to when I need to escape and just be fully absorbed and immersed in another world for a little while. As someone who is disabled, I'm incredibly grateful and fortunate that as of now, my gaming hasn't been impacted by my disabilities, but it's why inclusivity and accessibility are both so important to me.
But when I got sepsis in 2019 and it left me with mobility issues and ME disease, which causes fatigue issues, gaming became the only way that I could socialise with people, because I've pretty much become sort of 70 to 80% housebound. And that's also why accessibility and inclusivity for gaming is important, because I feel like adaptive equipment helps people who maybe aren't able to use standard controllers and mouses and keyboards to be able to game with their friends and have that social interaction, because having a disability like myself, being in chronic pain, it's nice to have the escapism of gaming.
Everyone deserves a chance to game how they can best.
True.
Because gaming is something that, you know, just makes people happy. And sometimes making people happy is all you need in the world. Need to be able to support people how they can, and everyone deserves a chance to do what they want.
Yeah.
Webster's dictionary defines gaming, which we're not gonna talk about the Webster's dictionary definition of gaming. We're gonna talk about what gaming means to me. And to me, gaming is not just a break from my life and being able to do something and play a little game for a while. It's also a social thing. It's where I get to hang out with my friends, where I get to hang out with people on Twitch, where gaming has brought to me so many people into my life that have made my life better. And the idea that gaming is not inclusive sometimes for everybody, that it's not accessible for everyone, it's kind of heartbreaking at times. The idea that this could be taken away from me at some point because of something that happened in my life is terrible. The fact that SpecialEffect are out there as a company making gaming accessible to people, making it so people can still game whatever happens to them, is something that to me is like so joyous.
Ugh. Oh, it's so good.
Let's all make a difference.
I honestly, I love it. I love it so much. And everyone had so many. No, do not put YouTube.
Folks,
No, Sorry, Curtis Connor's trying to get onto the special effects stream. He's welcome to, but he has to ask first, honestly. I know, honestly, and it's so wonderful to hear everyone's thoughts and just a little bit about everyone's experience as well. Everyone's got such different experiences. Like, when it comes to disability, one size does not fit all whatsoever. Everyone's experience is very unique. And so to be able to hear from different people with different experiences, different backgrounds, it's really important, I think, to be able to understand why people love what they love. And I'm still honestly blown away that Game Blast reached £190,000 this year. I honestly, prepping for next Game Blast, the 20th anniversary of the charity, I was like 200 grand as the goal for the 20th year. I don't think we could ever. I'm starting to think maybe we could. But honestly, thank you all so much for submitting your clips. I absolutely loved watching them all. Now, I'm going to have to move on. I just realised we've had 15 minutes of our lunch stream already, and I've got 8 or 9 other items to go through. We're going to have to move on. Alright, so March has been packed. Absolutely packed. So I want to go through a few items, a few things to bring you up to date on all things special effect. First, let's see again if my things are going to work. They are! Okay, good. Oh, if we press full screen, there we go. Oh, look at me. Look at me being professional. Oh, Gilfly, thank you very much. And I know, Lucy. Don't worry. We'll talk, Lucy. I got plans. I got ideas. I got situations going on in my brain. But yes, so this is Ezra. Little lad here is Ezra. And last year we supported Ezra through our Bubble Buster program. The little robots used to help kids undergoing things like cancer treatment. To help him while he was undergoing chemotherapy. To stay in touch with his friends and his school and his best friend there, Alfie. And since then, he's doing a lot better. And so he and Alfie decided to take on what's called the High Rocks Young Stars Fitness Challenge. And he decided to do it in support of the 4 charities you can see at the bottom of this image, the Special Effect, PASIC, DKMS, and Young Lives versus Cancer. And it's a whole day of like a lot of sports, a lot of exercise, it's basically a marathon for kids, rowing, swimming, not swimming, skiing, that's the word, that kind of thing. It was so cool, and he ended up raising over £5,000 for all of the charities involved, so we'll all be getting a quarter of that money, which is amazing. And I think they're getting trained for something else now. I think that basically they had so much fun, they're doing another thing. So thank you very much, Ezra and Alfie, and it's so wonderful. We absolutely love it when people sort of graduate from our Bubble Busters program, as it were, when kids no longer need us because they're doing better, or they're able to socialise more in person, that kind of thing. It's bittersweet because obviously we've loved helping them, but to see them go on and just do brilliant things is super wonderful. Okay. Second thing, I love it when things work as they're meant to. Okay, second thing, look at this gorgeous t-shirt. Now, I'm going to pull up the article to do with this, which should be here. Here it is. There we go. So, Xsolla, which is their global video games company, teamed up with the English football club Stevenage FC, and they are aiming to fund 50 accessible controller setups for gamers with physical disabilities. So essentially they're hoping to raise enough money that we can fully kit out, 50 physically disabled gamers with the kit that they need to be able to game. And they are doing that via donating 20% of the net proceeds from the gorgeous t-shirts you just saw, from these, because they have a match going on, I believe it's Monday. Oh God, I'm so terrible. Anytime it comes to football, I'm so terrible. There you go. They're playing against Blackpool. Blackpool on the 6th of April, and that's the kit that they're going to be wearing, and you can purchase it for yourself if you would like to. And Xsolla are matching donations as well. So essentially almost, like 40% roughly, which is amazing. And we can't thank the guys at Stevenage FC or Xsolla enough, and just, it's going to be super cool super lovely. And yes, you can get hold of a shirt yourself. But I've also got a little video to show you, because one of our wonderful service users, who honestly I would love to be best friends with, I want to play games with Rodney. I want to hang out with Rodney. He seems amazing and a good gamer. They released this wonderful video. So there you go. This is a video that they put out sort of promoting the kit. And yeah, I want to show you it. I love it.
Before gaming would be so important for me because I couldn't do it properly.
It's more than just a hobby.
Never really thought that I was anything special. I just enjoyed playing.
Bouncy, but there's something beautiful when you get to see somebody that's not been able to do something they love to do getting to do it. And so it's really wonderful when we get support from places like Excella and Stevenage, and you know, when we're then able to help gamers like Rodney to do what he loves. You can see it in his face just how much it means, and I think most of us here are gamers and have experienced what it does for us whenever, you know, times are a little low, things are a little bit painful, things are a bit difficult, escapism is needed. So yes, a massive thank you to all involved, and good luck on the match on a Monday, folks. We're not slowing down, we've got more, we've got so much more. Oh, the Good Game Club. Alrighty, let's go talk about the Good Game Club. Back here we go. So, the Good Game Club is a new podcast put together by Judoa and Matthias Norvig, basically based on their best-selling book, Gaming for Good, which is bringing together people from all over the world to talk about how gaming is like a positive force for people and for the world in general. And it's supported by Tencent, which is super, super cool. And for their third episode, they invited this person who you might recognize as the wonderful CEO, Dr. Mick. And honestly, I loved watching this episode. Like, obviously it's a podcast, you don't have to watch it, but Mick is such a fun person to watch because he's so excitable, talks with his hands all the time, which I very much do. And in this podcast, Mick is explaining a bit about where SpecialEffect came from, why it came about, why the work that, you know, why we think that the work we do is important and how it's changed some people's lives and how we continue doing that. So let me swap over. I'm gonna get I've got a clip as well from this once I close all the things that I need to. And yes, you can go and watch it on YouTube, it's on Spotify, you can get there through Instagram. There's a lot of different places you can get to the Good Game podcast, but I will pop this short into the chat. So if anyone wants to go over to the channel and have a look, you are more than welcome to do so. So let's swap over to here.
This is a global challenge. I mean, as we know, there's over 1 billion people with disabilities, of some kind of disability across the planet, and a significant number of those have physical disabilities. They're missing out socially. They were missing out on the opportunity to learn. They were missing out on the opportunity to face challenges, to solve problems. The range of games that we need, the range of controllers that we needed to find a way into the to be able to play had to grow incrementally, hugely. It's very much like tailoring, and my team are, you know, expert tailors now to actually match the individual to the game that they want to play in the most comfortable and effective way possible.
I love what Mick said, because tailoring's an interesting analogy, but very much when people sort of say, oh, you know, can SpecialEffect help me? It's probably. I'm not going to say I promise, because I wouldn't ever want to give that, like, promise to somebody and then we can deliver. But there are very few games we've not been able to find a way for somebody to be able to play. I still think one of the coolest ones we did was helping a lass who wanted to play RuneScape do that via voice control. Because obviously you have to set up scripting and stuff like that, but the team were able to do it. And there are very few games, I think, that we come across that we wouldn't be able to get somebody playing. And I know one day my hands are probably going to fail me a bit, and I'm going to need help playing things like Final Fantasy, which is an MMO, which is going to need a significant amount of help. But I'm very certain with everything that we've learned and, you know, the care that our team has for each individual person, we'll be able to find a way to do it, and I'm really excited for that. About not having to worry about giving up things. That's what I really appreciate when it comes to special effects and our work. Is some people have been dealing with disability for a long time, some people haven't, and it can be really difficult when you become disabled, especially at a later age, to go like, oh well, I guess I just have to give everything up. It's like, no, don't worry, there is help, there is support out there. And to those people sort of who are saying, I don't know if I should, is it taken away from someone else? No, you can always ask. If we had to say no for any reason, it would not be a blunt no, it would come with resources and support and some education and things like that. But we very rarely say no. we love helping people and getting people set up, and it's Lucy said, Lucy is one of our service users, she hangs out in chat, and I said, I still sit back sometimes and I think, wow, I can do this again. No one should have to give up the things that they love because their physical ability has changed. There's always a way. There's always a way. We just have to find it. And I love that. Tech is always a challenge. It's an interesting challenge to sort of figure out and to make work for people. So yes, that podcast with Dr. Mick is now live. The full thing's about 45-50 minutes. It's a really, really wonderful listen if you want to know a bit more about the charity and where we came from, and maybe a little bit about where we're going. Maybe a little bit. But yes, that was absolutely wonderful, and thank you to the folk at the Good Game Club podcast for inviting us on. It was a really lovely opportunity. Right, speeding through nice and quickly to more bits of news. My goodness, it's graphics. We've kicked off 3 new live stream series, which are all going to, well, there's at least 1 stream a week now from SpecialEffect. Sometimes you get 2, like today. Today is a twofer. You've got a lunch live stream and an evening live stream. And there is a 4th thing that we're adding, which I'm going to talk to you about at the end of the stream because I want everyone's opinions. So we'll come back to that. But yes, we've added 3 new live stream series. So we have Minecraft Mondays. That isn't every Monday because the team is very busy. But once a month, myself and my colleague Matt will be teaming up to build our own Minecraft world. Last time we died incessantly for the first 45 minutes. Then we finally remembered how to play Minecraft. And went and found ourselves a village. So we've moved into the village and are trying to apologise to the villagers that did live there already. Maybe we'll build some extra houses. That might be a good way to do it. But our main goal is to go and find a mine shaft and work to repair it and get it working. Because our goal is to, at the other end of the mine shaft, build a village that we can invite you guys at home to come and play with us and build a special effect themed village so that we can like sort of tour it during Game Blast and visit it during different events and have like a zoo and a farm animal situation. And it's hopefully going to be a really lovely place that we can invite people that are using iMine or people that are playing mouse and keyboard or on controller or on, you know, mobile devices. We can invite everyone to come and play at sort of certain points of the year. So I'm really excited. I'm really looking forward to it. And the next one will be on the 13th of April. So in 2 weeks' time, we'll be doing our next Minecraft Mondays live stream. We've also got Page Plays. Hi, I'm Paige. Page Plays is a series that we've started mostly because I really wanted an opportunity to get to hang out with the community more this year and get to know you all a bit more and to understand what you guys love about special effects and about accessibility and keep up with the latest games news and of course play a few more video games. So every time we finish a game there will be an announcement go up in our Discord with a list of other games, and then everyone's going to get to vote on what we play next. You can make suggestions. Obviously, if I have to buy too many games, I won't be able to do that. But I will probably post my Steam playlist at some point for everyone to have a look at. And we will go from there. And yes, if we get offered any new games to check out, maybe we'll play those. But we're going to be hanging out. This is our opportunity just to get to know each other more as a community, to catch up about things like Game Blast and the 10K Your Way and things like that. And at the moment we're working through Resident Evil Village, so the next episode of that is tonight from 5 p.m. BST, because it's changed over now. So from 5 p.m. we'll be back here on Twitch and YouTube doing the next episode. Last week we got to Dimitrescu Castle, And we did slap one of her daughters, whoops. And I think now, yeah, we've managed to get out to the courtyard, so we'll be trying to complete Dimitrescu's castle today. I might need a hand. And the third series is the one you're watching right now, Special Effect Lunch Break. So this will be every Thursday. We will be, yes, every Thursday for 1 hour. So from 1 until 2, we will be catching up, sharing news as we're doing right now. And then these will be up for everyone to just sort of catch up on all the latest. If you don't get to watch it live, you can check out the VOD on YouTube because they'll all be backed up there. And you'll be able to come and catch up and see what all the latest is. I'll be sharing as much as I can. As I say, there's a lot to share this week. If we have this much to share every week, mad. It'll be great. Oh, Music Man, thank you so much. We're doing our best. We're doing our best. We really, one of the things that we love at Special Effect is our community. Because, I mean, you help us keep going, you help us keep changing lives, and you've always been there to support and share what you love about gaming, and so we want to be able to be more entrenched, meet more folks as well. Obviously, community can't stay the same forever, you need to meet more people, so that's what we're hoping to do this year on Twitch and YouTube, is meet more folks, share more love of gaming, hopefully get some more people back into the hobby that we all love, and go from there. So, thank you very much. That is the news about our live streams. Now, on to things that happened in the last week. Oh, good, my photos are working in the right order. So, last week we were at the Supercar Driver Season Opener, which was at Donington Race Circuit. Obviously I wasn't there, but the lovely Maddie was, as was Joe and John and Michael and Nick. They had a very, very, very fun time as we were a charity partner at the event. You can see here we've got setups there with racing games. I think that's with an eye gaze set up, so trying to drive using your eyes, which at first is really difficult, I will say, and the second that it clicks, oh my god, it just works. It just works. It's so good. Once you get into it, it just flows. It hits a flow state. It's great. I was playing one of our games, I think it was Open Drive, which is one of our eye gaze compatible games, and I'd never played it with eye control before, just with a mouse and keyboard, and it's fun to do some little flips and tricks and stuff like that, and I just sat in front of it for like half an hour just going wee. It was so fun, honestly, so fun. If you've never tried eye gaze and you get a chance to, or if you come see Special Effect at an event, ask to try it out. It's super cool, and I am hoping to do some eye gaze streams as well in the next few months. I have the Tobii eye tracker, I just need to set it up and learn how to use it. So oh, Mr. Mad, you're in the process of creating some how-to guides for charities to give to potential streamers. That's amazing. We actually have one that we've written on our Discord. You are more than welcome to take a look. With any luck, the commands will work for me if my hand's on. Yeah, come on. There you go. If you join our Discord, you will be able to check out our guide it'll be under the streamer resources section. As yes, we've written. And I think I actually have done in my personal life a guide to accessibility in streaming. So yeah, feel free to drop any questions or any thoughts. I would always love to hear more about accessibility in streaming. My one bugbear with accessibility in streaming is I still can't find a really good solution for doing closed captions for multiple guests without them setting up software. Anyone that does any kind of podcast or multi-streaming will know everyone's got different levels of tech knowledge. Trying to get people that don't know how to do anything with live streaming to set up a closed captioning system, difficult. So, yeah, if there's ever a simple way to do that, I'll be very thankful. But here, you got some more photos from the event. It looked like such a lovely day and just so bright. We had some really cool raffle going across this and the other event I'm going to talk to you about in a second as well. And Dizzy Rascal's there. The people you meet is always mad and always wonderful. But that was the Supercar Driver Season Opener. And then we get onto the British Karting Greats at Kart Silverstone, which I believe is a new track, which does look very shiny. But it was a 3-hour endurance race. Madness. Which raised, I believe, around £43,000. That's a lot of money and absolutely incredible. And yes, a big thank you to our sponsors, Maverick Games, 505 Games, and Supercell, who enabled us to run the event and invite 25 teams. I mean, you can see how many races are there, who are battling it out at such an iconic location. It's, oh, it looks so gorgeous. Oh, I've only just learned to drive myself, and I totally want to do some karting. I think I would be dangerous, but I'd give it a go. Oh my goodness. So this is the thing, Lucy. Through Twitch, you can do it, but only for your mic input. I've not found a way to do it for desktop audio. And then you'd also have the slight issue of it needing to know who was speaking. I mean, one of the things I really like that I do plan to use, as I would quite like to get us a PNG tuber set up for some streams. There's always times you don't want to be on camera, or it might be I have all PNG tuber guests, and so I want to have a PNG tuber. You can use some softwares to basically run your Discord through PNG tuber, so you can represent everyone and it'll all like react to audio. And I'm like, if there was something like that that relayed for subtitles, for captioning of mics, that would be amazing. Yeah, it should work for streams. So many ideas. So many ideas. We're gonna have to write all these down. Make a little plan. Twitch, please add. But yes, along with PNG tubers, I'll see if I can think of anything. There might be a way. I'm not a coder, but I know lots of coders. Alright, next bit of news. Oh my goodness, we have released 7 Game Access articles and videos this year already. I'm not going to play them because it would take me literally forever, but if you don't know what Game Access is, it is our website that we have. It's free resources again, everything SpecialEffect releases is free. But our team who sort of work on the sort of tech side of things, where they've learnt a lot, like to give that knowledge back out to people. So if you go to gameaccess.org.uk or gameaccess. Oh, have I set up a command for that? I just need to remember the end of the URL. No, okay, I'm going to need to set one of them up. Either way, Game Access, if you just type that into Google, you'll get it. But we go through and we look at new tech, we look at games, and we write up, you know, what's accessible in them, how could you play them, who might they be good for, that kind of thing. So yeah, we've had how to set up an XAC, remapping at system levels, which is great if you need to be able to remap controllers. How to set up a walk forward button using something like an XAC. And then we've done some other bits about different devices as well. We've written an article about Keeper, which I believe is a new Double Fine game. And then also some Switch stuff and some PS5 access controller stuff. So there's a lot there. As I say, 7 already. And a lot of these aren't just writing. These are usually like 10-15 minute videos as well with full voiceover. So they're great. And yes, they are on YouTube as well. So if you go to the website, you'll see the written stuff and the hosted videos. But you can come through to YouTube, which if you're on YouTube right now, that's nice and easy. If not, it's Game On for Everyone is the URL. And you'll be able to have a look at all the videos there in the playlist. And there's some really good ones. If there are older games you're wanting to access, stuff like on the Wii U, and you need some help with those, we actually still have the videos from those up. So things like Super Mario, there's lots of games on there that if you need some information on, you'll find as well. And the team does a really great job with these. They even have a nice fancy prompter, which I don't have. All of this is off the dome. So that explains why theirs is a lot more professional than mine is. But that's fine. That's fine. More news. Let's do more news. I love this so much. I love this so much. Joe said this photo wasn't meant to go anywhere, but no one told me that until I put it out on the internet. Sorry, Joe. This is Joeigi, as you can see. So over this Easter weekend, so Friday and Saturday this week, Joe and the SpecialEffect team are going to be set up at the Cineworld in Whitney, which is amazing, to do a basically an accessible setup for Super Mario for folks who are going to see the Super Mario Galaxy movie to come along and try. So if you do happen to be anywhere near Whitney and you're going to go see the movie or any other movie and you want to meet our team and you want to try some accessible gaming setups, you can go over to SeaWorld and meet the lovely Joe. This is one of the SeaWorld team members, dressed as Mario, which I absolutely love. And you'll be able to go and hang out and play some Mario as well, which is so cool. Joe is honestly fantastic. If you're anywhere around the Oxfordshire bubble, you will probably find her somewhere at some point. Just look for a bright blue jacket and somebody being incredibly kind and loud, and you'll find Jo. She's always happy to say hi, so if you do see her, do say hi. She loves it. We did run into somebody we know at a train station recently, absolutely out of nowhere, and there was a message like, guys, you know this person, right? It's like, yeah, oh my god, we know that person. Absolutely love it. So sweet. Oh, Lucy, that's very kind. Professional and relatable. I think that's just called having ADHD, but I'll take it. Righto, more news. Oh my goodness, there's still more news. Nordic Game. So Nordic Game is being held in Malmo. So next month, towards the end of May. And two of our team, the lovely Michael and Sachin, they are both going to be there presenting a talk called Creating Mobile Games for Physically Disabled People. So if you don't know, last year we released on Android some of our eye gaze games, the free games that we make for browsers, which you can play with eye gaze or with controllers, mice, keyboards, switches, that kind of thing. And some of those were released onto Android. Now, there's not a ton of eye gaze devices at the moment, but it's one of those things. Eye gaze devices in the beginning were initially for marketing, and as they've grabbed more usage and they've become helpful for accessibility, over time they've gotten smaller. In fact, where's mine? So they used to be the size of a house because they were used for marketing cameras, and now this is it. Just this bar. There you go. This is the Tobii Dynavox PCI 5 Gen. And yes, I will be setting it up soon. I've got all the fixings, so I'm very excited to try it out. But this little thing allows people to play games with their eyes, and it's absolutely incredible. So yes, Michael and Sachin, who both worked on the games, are going to be doing a talk. How does it attach? So it will be, there's this basically sticky back, what was it, 3M sticker, basically. So a very, very strong sticker is on this little back plate here. And the back plate slots into this gap here. So you attach that to your monitor or, wherever your eyes are going to be. This one faces upwards, so it'll be the bottom of my monitor. And it will look at me. And then via the software, I'll do a stream showing how it all works once I get around to playing with it a bit more. And then you are able to basically map your eyes from there. But it just clips onto this little plate, and then you just pull it off, nice and simple. And then it's all stored in a really nice little box. It's the size of a large pencil case. It's great. It's really cool. And I am going to be playing Minecraft with my eyes, but I do think Becky Tyler will laugh at me, the lovely eye gaze girl, because she's very good at it, and I'm just going to be stumbling around, falling into the water and drowning. But it'll be fine. It'll be fine. It's a great design. It's very slim. It's very nice. They've made it look good as well. Like, my monitors are silver and black. And it's going to look nice. It's going to look good. It's going to fit in. But yes, so if you do happen to be going to Nordic Game next month, you'll be able to catch up with the SpecialEffect team there as well. But that is not the only talk we're doing in May. There is another one. Here we go. So Yuki are doing their month of insight into games again over May. And SpecialEffect has been invited to do a talk. And this, I believe, will be online, so you can sign up for a ticket. I will actually, let me just double check the website and make sure. Because I think... It helps if I have the URL, but I'm a bit of a donut, so... Well, I found some things. 8th, 12th, there we go. I found it. There we go. So, yes, integrating motor accessibility into your game. Yes, online event on Tuesday, May 19th from 1 to 2 p.m. GMT +1, so BST. And yeah, if you would like to know a bit more about how you can incorporate motor accessibility, whether you're making a game or whether you're just curious about the topic, Jacob and Michael from our team are going to be running this talk. I love watching their talks. I tend to turn up to almost all of them that I can. And they will be doing a sort of webinar Q&A afterwards as well. So I will pop this link into the chat if anyone would like to grab yourself a ticket. Obviously it's free, and you would like to learn a little bit more about motor accessibility, or you want to tell anyone you know that is an indie game dev, then yeah, you'll be able to go and learn a bit more from the people themselves. And yeah, our team are fantastic. Jacob, I absolutely love. I was going back through some of our old Twitch clips earlier and found one where we're using what's called a double 3 robot, which is sort of an autonomous self-driving robot that you can access remotely. I use it to visit the office from my home in Scotland. And at one point he just leans over the camera from the back of it as I'm zoomed in, so it just goes right up his nose, and I'm just like, Jacob. So if you would like to watch some very silly but very talented folks talk about a subject they're very good at, that is going to be on Tuesday, 19th of May, 1 p.m. BST. I know, nose cam, honestly. Hold on, let me see. Can I get the clip for that? We're going rogue, everybody. We're going rogue. Let me go here. We've still got one more item on my to-do list to talk to you about. But otherwise, we're pretty much caught up on the news, so I'm happy with that. We've caught up in time. There we go. Right, there we go. So, this is from last year when we did a tour of our offices using the double 3 robot. One of these two wonderful people. I mean, Ali Bass, why don't you my God, Jacob. Oh, for God's sake.
Did you have your nose?
I was zoomed in, Jacob.
He's just walked off as well now.
Yep. Hold on.
No further information needed.
There you go. But yep, oh yeah, 07 to the lovely Baz and Ali. I will make sure I pass across your 07. We have fun at Special Effect. We have fun. I love it. It's a great environment. Oh, my cat's joined us. Hello, Rhea. Thank you for joining us. Very good, very good. I guess we can share that bit of news. Because we're going to be streaming a lot more often, we are actually going to be, at some point, upgrading my streaming setup to a nice, lovely desktop with more power. But that does mean we'll be able to have a cat cam. So we will have a cat cam set up. I've got a bookshelf over here facing this chair. So we will have a cat cam that we can turn on. It's very important that we have one. Mostly just because it's really fun. So yes, Mr. Ray will get his own camera, and we'll probably have it as a points redeemed to turn it on, just for the fun of it. You're having a mouse cam? Is it for your mouse or for mice? Because both are excellent ideas, and I would like to know more. Also, to the folks who have followed, thank you very much. We're still having trouble with our blooming alert box, so I'm figuring that out, but thank you very much. Now, the next bit of news. I've mused about this a little bit on stream. I've mentioned it a little bit. And it's still very much in pre-production, so I can't give any specifics out yet. But I would like to get everyone's thoughts. So, we're working on a podcast. And it has been requested we don't do it on live stream. Don't worry, that's not the plan. The plan will be to do this as a video and an audio production. So these will go to live on our YouTube. And it's going to be called Special Effect Access Granted, which was... I love it so much. It was suggested by Man Mountain, the lovely Jay. Best name I've ever heard. The second I heard it, I'm like, that's it. Special Effect Access Granted. I can see it in my brain. It's a perfect podcast name. So we are working on a Special Effect podcast. What I would love is some ideas of what you would like us to do on said podcast. I've got pages of notes at this point. A lot of notes. Oh, and Gilfly, we will be uploading these to YouTube with full subtitle files, so you'll be able to download the transcription as well, if that's easier for you. We'll be doing our best to make everything about them as accessible as possible. So we won't embed we won't embed the captions because that would be difficult for some people who don't like having text on screen. But we will be uploading the subtitle files to YouTube. Don't worry, they will not go up without captioning unless there is a very dire reason why, which I can't imagine there ever would be. I would postpone the podcast rather than have it go out inaccessibly. So, and yes, they will be done by hand as well. So hopefully we won't have any weird little glitches with them or games not being called the right thing. Unless, of course, it's for hilarity. So but yes. Oh, good. I'm glad. No. Well, we will be inviting some of our special effect ambassadors and friends to the podcast. We've got a long list of guests, a long list of ideas. Some of the things that people have requested is talks with some of our service users to understand a bit more from their perspectives, you know, what has Special Effect done for the folk that we support and what are their true thoughts on that, and like when you're given time to talk, hell yeah, like what do people have to say? You would love to hear about the direct impact streams have on charity income. Let me write it down. I'm gonna get because that's definitely one of the things I love to talk about. So let me get my notebook's really cute, by the way. Here it is. It's got lots of cats on it. That's okay. We can derail everything. When I say it's going to be a podcast, it's not going to be dry. It's not going to be sensible. It's going to be very much like this stream right here. We're going to have a good time. We're going to have a chat. And the idea is to just revel in the love of gaming. Gaming is so good. It does so many good things, including make you cry with horrible stories. Horror games scare me, but I love them. Gaming is so powerful. And I think that's the main theme of the Access Granted stream is going to be, why do you love it? That's the thing. It's like, what has it done for people? Occasionally in the news you will hear, you know, video games have done XYZ bad thing, and the power of gaming isn't in these tiny fringe stories. It is in the lives changed and the communities built. In my opinion, that's the most serious I will get. Don't worry as well. We love to meet folks from other charities, Music Bad. So yes, thank you very much. I mean, every Christmas we do a collaborative stream with other charities, and don't worry, we will have one this year. It will be another quiz. It's going to be another Jeopardy style quiz, and I've learned what I did wrong last time. Don't give the powerhouses the access to choosing all the questions. Yeah, we're going to make it a bit more random. Don't worry. I might roll a d6 to see who gets to answer next. We'll make it a Dungeons and Dragons inspired Christmas charity quiz. No one hold me to that. Either way, podcast ideas. I have. Yes, I have. Right, so you want to hear about the direct impact streams have. On charity income. I mean, I can answer a real quick question about that for you, Music Mad. Music Mad says, I want to hear about the direct impact that streams have on charity income and thus benefits service users. Our fundraiser, Game Blast, which is on it, I think it just had its 12th year. It lasted February, pretty much throughout the entire month of February this year, although it's only intended to be the last weekend. More on that later. This year raised £190,000. Now, I can't quantify how much supporting one individual person costs because everyone has different requirements, different conditions, they're in different places in the country. So, you know, some people we might have to drive to, some we might have to get a flight to, some are going to require us to post equipment and do video calls because of their health. Some require a lot more. You know, you've got that sort of family member who's an absolute whiz, and it's probably you, who's really good at tech, and then you've got the others that try and use the phone upside down while on a video call and it's just in their ear. I've had that situation recently. People need different things. But I can go specifics. One of the lovely people we've supported, a fellow streamer, Hello, it's Colo. Basically, she and I went through her setup and had a little chat about how much did just the equipment that SpecialEffect provided over, you know, a couple of years for her to try out cost. And it was somewhere in the realm of £2,000. And that was iterating on her setup, trying out different controllers, trying out different mounts, trying out all various things. We're happy to do it. This is the thing. When it comes to getting people the right equipment for gaming, we're not going to go for the cheapest option. We're going to go for the right option. So yeah, to get Colo to the point where she could play comfortably, we're talking about $2,000 for her equipment. And obviously she didn't keep all of it. It comes back to us and then we're able to use it for other people. But like Lucy, Pocket Locket in the chat, recently we've been able to help her out. Was in the like last year or so, been able to help you out with some switches. I think maybe one got broken as well, so we were able to replace that, I think. There's some other updates to setups I think that might be happening for you, or some things that are being discussed. So again, that's something that things like Game Blast will directly contribute towards. There's the 7 articles that went up on Game Access. You know, this is the team needing time to play these things, get the equipment, have a look at them, figure out how they work, and then create resources for people. So the direct impact community has on our work is huge. And don't forget, Game Blast this year, obviously I can't share any specific details because of privacy, but I know of at least 2 people who saw Game Blast streams and contacted SpecialEffect for help. And those 2 people may never have heard of us before, or may not have thought that they were worthy of coming to ask for assistance. Other people might need it more. Not the case whatsoever, but I do understand why somebody might feel that way. But I know 2 people directly have come through to us from streamers. So just by people getting involved, we're able to help more people, which is absolutely gorgeous, and I love it. That's the community stuff I love. So yes, I'm going to put that on my podcast ideas list. Oh, Vantayan, hello, love. Oh, I didn't do anything. I said I would like to attend this year if I can. I was playing Tokuso's song, and I've said, dang, I would love to sing that with Tokuso if I'm actually able to go to something like an ECM this year, which I think is September? Oh no, has my fan club arrived? Honestly, for anyone that doesn't know, I used to work on Elite Dangerous, which I absolutely loved, and it forms the basis of an event called the ECM, Elite Community Meet, which is happening in September's, and I'm hoping to be able to attend one in person soon. It'll be the first time in many years, but yes. Do I still have a fan club? Or do I just have a bunch of people who go, Paige, you never could fly a spaceship, and I agree, I never could, but I had a lot of fun doing it, and I was pretty good at racing. We need to do more races. There we go. Oh, thank you so much, Music Mad. Enjoy your meeting, I hope. Yeah. Oh, Lucy, you had a phase where everything broke one after the other when you were swapping stuff. I mean, yeah, that's the thing with tech. Everybody that has ever owned any piece of technology knows it will break. If you're moving it about, picking it up, dropping it, moving it, playing a video game, stuff will break. So that's one of the things SpecialEffect will do as well. Because we support for life, if something breaks, we're not just going to leave it broken. That's not cool. No. So, yeah. Yes. SpecialEffect, although I work for SpecialEffect, is still a very important charity to me. I was an ambassador before I was ever working for the charity, and I am a disabled gamer. I have been disabled since I was 19. I was diagnosed with my first named disability when I was 19. But it seems a lot of that has been going on a lot longer than ever a diagnosis was needed. So I love the work that we do, and I love getting to support more disabled gamers to be able to do this hobby. It's a good time. And it's really great to get to team up with other disabled gamers to play video games. That is really fun. And the really fun thing as well is with gaming, you might get into a game, you don't know what the condition of anybody playing is. Like, I tell people in Final Fantasy XIV that I'm a disabled player because sometimes my brain goes away with the fairies and I might miss a GCD or something like that. And I just want people to know I did not heal you deliberately. I just got distracted by the cow over there. It happens. But in so many games, you may be playing with folks who are physically disabled, who are using sip and puff controllers, who are using adapter controllers, who are playing with their eyes. You'll never know. And that's really wonderful for some folks who prefer just to fit in for once, as it were. When you are so used to being different, to being other, to being perceived as different, to get to fade into the background and just have a good time is something that is so valuable for folks. Yeah, exactly, Lucy. You love that about games, especially when they find out afterwards. It's great. It's so nice to be, I can just have a great time. I can just be me and not be defined by my ability or lack thereof. So, yes, whereas I'm very loud and, brashy about my physical disabilities, not everyone is, and that's absolutely fine. Not everyone should have to be. So, Vantian, talking about accessibility though, last few years we've been delighted to have a virtual page. I've been fighting everyone from the corner of the bar. Yes, I've been set up at this event where I run like a game station, as it were, where I just played lots of video games and punch people in things like Gang Beasts. It's always a great time. Everyone thinks I'm much better at games than I am. I think I'm just very brash about it. Exactly, Lucy. Exactly. And yes, that's really what we're hoping to do this year, with more community focus, more live streaming, more podcasting, more stories being told. The more that folks are able to share, the more that we're able to talk and express how much we love things, the better we can do to help people continue to be in this community that we love. And you know, we've brought together a lot of physically disabled gamers for our things like Game Blast. We have our disabled gamers team, which I would love that to be the biggest team of physically disabled people. Well, not even physically disabled, all disabled people are invited to this team. If they want to fundraise a SpecialEffect, that is a team dedicated to them. It's honestly so wonderful to be able to drop into this team and see people of all different abilities, all different setups. We have people with cognitive disability, physical disability, sort of anything. We've got folks who are completely blind, some people who have lost some ability to see. We've got some people who have issues with their hearing, some who are completely deaf, born deaf, just all sorts, people with sensory disabilities, people with limb differences. Honestly, so cool to be able to drop through these different streams and see like 100 different people with different life experiences all loving the same thing, again, to support that. So good. So yes, it's my dream to have as many disabled streamers in that team as possible, getting to see more wonderful experiences, and then getting to be wrecked in every game I play by all of them. Great. Oh, Van, thank you so much. You love them. Sitting here working with you on the left screen over there. Well, this stream will be happening every Thursday from 1 p.m. BST at this point to 2 p.m. BST, where we'll be doing news and updates, sharing any videos or stories, sharing any sort of general info. And if we don't have a ton to share on a particular week, we'll probably do some chatting about games and possibly some podcast stuff. But it's the Thursday Lunch Club, exactly. SpecialEffect Lunch Break. This is what the stream is called. So I am going to need to finish up the stream for now. So for those on YouTube, thank you very much for your time. And I'll see you again, well, later today at 5 p.m. BST for our next episode of Page Plays. Bye-bye. There we go. You have to turn off YouTube separately from